gonna text you guys the link, okay?
All right.
John, for
The
sending
cameras are on, Greg, on the live stream. Yeah, it's on a little bit of a delay, but yeah.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I...
What's up, everybody? It's Friday, February 18th, and this is the second episode of Nickie's Pickies podcast. To my left over here, I have my co-host, my man Bobby, the Fruit Cup DePaulo. What's up, Bobby?
Nickie, it's been a long week, but I'm happy to be back on the podcast with you, back with our producer Craig, back with more information for everybody.
Absolutely. So right now we're streaming live on YouTube. We have a link on Facebook. Give us a like, a share, subscribe, and hit that bell so everybody knows when Nickie's Pickies is live. Right now, this podcast is dedicated to the Plunge weekend, Bobby, and it seems like you're going down there this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, if we put this thing together a little sooner and got on the podcast at 3 o'clock today, I'd probably already be 2 beers deep in Sea Isle, but some of us move too slow.
I hear you, buddy. But listen, the only reason why is after last week, it was our first week getting onto the show. We had a lot of people jerk us off wise as far as guests, but we're starting to sort that out. We got a lot of good characters today coming on as guests.
Let's clarify, Nick. They didn't physically jerk us off. They emotionally.
Yeah, right. Not physically. But it aggravates me, and I got very frustrated and aggravated last week. But you know what? We're starting another week off, and it's definitely going to pump out being a good one.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. As you know, we're in the same location as last week, Nick, and there's characters all around, as there always will be.
Everybody that walks in here is a character.
And if I can get to my fact of the week, Nick, I think
Sure.
it plays into some of the goofy shit that we talk about. So I was scrolling through the internet last night and today, and I learned that the tongue is actually the most powerful and strongest muscle in your body. Does that make sense to you?
No.
I don't understand how that could be possible.
Me neither.
So somebody's telling me that I could pick up 400 pounds with my tongue? You know how much damage I could do with this thing?
No shit.
I mean, look at the weight on you and me. I could just imagine. Maybe the tongue is the strongest muscle.
Possibly, yeah. Where'd you get this info?
I don't know. Could have been.
Can we tell our listeners?
One of those fake websites. I don't know. Could be one of those fake websites, Nick.
Absolutely.
I don't even know.
Absolutely. Well, now that we're getting in full, swing right now, let's recap this Super Bowl.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it, Nick. I really don't.
Let's recap this. Oh, yeah. We have a little difference because me and you made a bet.
We'll get to that. Not yet.
All right. Well, let's recap part of the game. So, did you see any flaws referee-wise or?
Of course. And Nick, I got to say, it's probably one of the worst officiated Super Bowls that we've seen in a long time.
Absolutely.
I mean, with that non-call at the start of the first half, with T. Higgins going for the 75-yard touchdown.
Yes. Holding.
Now, that's no excuse for the missed call late in the game. I think the call late in the game was pitiful. It was ticky-tack holding penalty, and it cost Cincinnati the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, well, if you're not going to call the penalty in the beginning of the first half, beginning of the second half, you have to call that one there. It's a makeup call. No, there can't be a such thing as a makeup call, Nick. You can't compound your first mistake by making another mistake.
Correct. Yeah, I can't understand how the most flags were within a minute and 30 seconds left in the game. They threw, 6, 7 flags?
They let them play for 58 minutes.
Yeah.
58 and a half minutes.
But that's crucial.
There was 4 flags in the last minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's crucial. I mean, but basically, you think it's rigged for entertainment purposes?
It could be, Nick, and I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted that game to go to overtime. They think Cincinnati drives down, kicks a field goal late. Obviously, they weren't successful. But I do think there's something to be said about the NFL wanting extra controversy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, well, do you think they profit from it, the NFL?
I mean, of course they do, Nick. The more entertaining it is to the fan, the more viewers you have, and the more viewers that are coming back for the following. Well, in this case, the following season. But the NFL is just such I don't want to say corrupt, but something's going on there, man.
Yeah, I would think so.
And with the addition of gambling and online gambling, it's only added to the issue that we're having.
Right.
Think of it this way. You can gamble online on 30 or 40 different sites now. Players, coaches could go gamble during a game for all we know. We don't know.
Right, exactly.
They could be throwing rushing yards bets. Who's to say somebody doesn't know their over-under in rushing yards is 46.5 and they're sitting on 42 and they run for 3 yards on the last play of the game instead of 4?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I gotta, being that Nickie's Pickies is also a sports handicapping thing, because a lot of people know, us and me is handicapping some games and stuff. I got a question for you and maybe some of the guests later on. Do you think that the players and the coaches are aware of the point spreads, the totals in the game?
I would say 80% of them, yes.
You think they bet on them?
I say no, but I would say that the majority of the league is aware of what the line is on.
I think everybody's a fucking degenerate.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some guys, but I don't think anybody is. But I will say that I do think 80% of the league or more is aware of what the point spread is.
Yeah, true.
And I don't think it's just the NFL either, Nick.
No, I mean, neither. I think it's every sport.
Across all sports.
Yeah, everyone.
And, like you said, when you have pigs that just want to make more and more money,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
you're not, what if you can grab an extra $5 million on a game?
I would take it. I'll tell you that. I would definitely take it.
I mean, it's unbelievable, Nick. And to piggyback off of that, do you think that this is happening? Do you think players are gambling on these games?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Do you think they're shaving points per se, or do you think they're gambling on these games knowing how they're going to fall? Do you think they're gambling on exotic bets that don't necessarily have an impact on the game? What do you think?
No, I don't. I don't think football, they're shaving points in football. I do in basketball, even college basketball, I would say too, but no, I do think that there is a possibility that they all can be involved in some kind of gambling aspect of them being on the field, whether if they're betting on themselves, how many receptions, and so forth and so on. What boggles me is that with the line spread and the total, what this game was Sunday, every fucking teaser won.
It's unbelievable. All 4 ways.
All 4 ways. So it didn't.
Yeah.
So were there any winning parlays?
Listen, I get an alert every day on my phone that somebody's hitting a parlay, $5 to win $50,000, $3 to win $100,000. It's disgusting. I don't even know where these people are formulating these bets. It's like hitting a lottery.
It is like hitting a lottery. It's funny that I got a phone call right before Super Bowl Sunday, and some lunatic actually said to me, "Did you see 2005 episodes of The Simpsons?" And I said, "What? I never even watched The Simpsons. I'm not Guido, so I don't watch The Simpsons." But the guy said to me that in 2005 that The Simpsons predicted that LA would be in the Super Bowl against Cincinnati, and Cincinnati would win 34-31. And you know what the first prop bet was?
What was it?
For the score?
What's that?
34-31 plus 5,000.
It's unbelievable.
Isn't it?
It's
So how many
creepy.
people do you actually think click that button and put $100 on a $5,000 bet
And they
because
lost
The
it.
Simpsons predicted this?
And they lost it.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was in the works for 15 years.
Right. Because they said The Simpsons predicted that Donald Trump will be president in 2009 episode.
And they were spot on.
That Travis Scott's the video with him with the entrance of his concert, they predicted everything. So
Crazy
it
stuff,
is.
man.
It is crazy.
And everybody turns to The Simpsons now for their future predictions.
Right? Instead of coming to Nickie's Pickies for your sports picks, now you just go right to The Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly. Nick,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Now that the Super Bowl's over, where are your eyes headed towards? What are you looking forward to?
March Madness.
Oh, well, everybody, right?
March Madness.
I mean, it's just a month.
I think
of
this is the
absolute
best time of the
insanity.
year for sports right now.
The month of March, the back
Yeah.
half of the month of March.
It's
now,
amazing.
It could be slowed down a little bit by baseball being strung up
Coming back,
on a
yep.
new CBA agreement. So,
Yeah.
what do you think about March Madness this year? If you had one team that you could pick out to win it all right now.
To win it all right now, I am going to pick Arizona.
I like that pick. Not my pick, but I like it.
Well, let me guess. You're a Gonzaga guy?
Nah, and listen, I think Gonzaga's been the team for a couple of years that eventually just has to win. There's too much talent there. Mark Few's a hell of a coach. But I think Coach K gets it done in his last year at Duke.
Yeah?
I do.
They're Duke's what, 7% in winning? Something like that? They're
the
plus
percentage chance to
1,300?
win?
Yeah,
Yeah,
percentage
13 to
chance
1.
to win.
Yeah, I've been looking at the futures bets. I haven't bet Duke yet because I do think it might come back down. Come down to around 15 to 1. I want to see. Give it a few more weeks.
Believe me, I love Duke. I like Coach K too. Dukies, baby. I like them, but I could see Arizona pulling that through.
Arizona's got a good basketball
Definitely.
team.
Our producer's going out to Vegas for March Madness.
Yeah, big 5 nights out there for our producer Craig.
For our producer Craigie of March Madness.
So Nick, I'm also a very big golf guy. I'm really looking forward to the
Likewise.
Masters. I mean, let me tell you, the Masters is the best tournament of the year, hands down. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
And when January rolls around, when you're sitting down on January 1st, New Year's Day, to watch your college football big New Year's 6 bowl games,
right?
That's when the Masters commercials start.
That's exactly right. I can't wait for April 4th.
A tradition like what do they say? A tradition like unlike any other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great.
So let me ask you now that you brought up golf in the Masters. So give me your prediction on who do you think would pull off of winning the Masters this year?
I think we've seen the steady resurgence of Jordan Spieth. I do think that, over the last 2 years, we've seen Jordan Spieth come out of this funk that he fell into after the implosion at the Masters. What was that, about 7, 8 years ago now?
Yeah, right. Blew up.
Yeah, so over the last 24, 30 months, we've seen Jordan Spieth really get back to the game he was playing when he first came onto the scene.
Yeah.
And I mean, what a better place in the Masters where he last blew his last chance at a major to pick up his next major,
I don't want to butcher the guy. I always say the guy's name wrong. DeChambeau. Now, his odds went back up.
It's goofy right now, Nick, because a lot of people are speculating on his future on the PGA Tour. He's one of those head cases that doesn't seem to necessarily be in it.
Hits the ball a ton.
The guy can hit the ball a mile.
Yeah, hits the ball a ton.
But you know what? At the Masters, it doesn't matter as much. You have to be good around the greens. You got to make putts.
That's right.
That's how you win.
You know what? You're going to hear it right now, right from Nickie's Pickies. Take Rahm to win the Masters outright. Take Rahm to win the Masters. Plus 750. Get on them now, right now. You heard it right here, Friday, February 18th. Take Rahm right from Nickie's Pickies.
So if you're wrong, could I shave your head?
Yeah, well, don't I have to shave your head?
Well, Nick, I mean, we can go to our producer and play back the tape. I got to tell you, I don't think I have to shave my head the way the conversation went.
I believe that the conversation went that if you said that Cincinnati wins, that I get to shave your head, and if Cincinnati wins, I got to wear a clown suit, and if the Rams win, I get to shave your head. We didn't say anything about a point spread.
Listen, in my mind, I was thinking we picked a game. You picked the Rams minus the points. I picked Cincy plus the points. So in my mind, if I win my Cincinnati bet, I win the bet. And if you win your Rams bet, you win the bet. That's how I thought of it.
Okay, all right, listen. Let's do this because we still have our cheesesteak bracket pool thing going on, and I want all the listeners and everybody to know that we need your comments. We need to we want everyone to pick on this cheesesteak bracket pool who each bracket winner that they think is going to win this bracket pool. Now, I'm going to predict my winner, and I want you to predict your winner, and we're going to go back on it again because I can't have you have your hair like this on the show here.
Well, listen.
I'll wear the clown suit.
We might be having a technical difficulty or two. We can't get the video up for you right now, but maybe next week's episode we'll pull the video up. And
okay.
You know what? I think I have a good idea. Next week we're gonna have a jury of sorts. We're going to have 3 judges come up, and they're going to make their ruling on the clip from last week's episode on whether or not I should have to buzz my head.
Okay, so we'll stick to that one.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I
So,
think that's fair too. That's fair too.
As for the cheesesteaks, Nick, what we're going to do is we're going to, ask guests, ask each other, the winners of these final first round matchups, and going into next week, we will post the second round matchups through the Nickie's Pickies Instagram page.
Okay.
And the fans will pick the second round. And there's our bracket up there for everybody. Speaking of March Madness.
Yeah, right.
It's a beautiful song.
Isn't it?
But, Nick, instead of, jumping right into picking the winner of these cheesesteak matchups, tell me, what are your cheesesteak toppings? Toppings, like, or condiments, toppings, ingredients.
Well, being that, being in the food business my whole entire life also, and, being from the neighborhood that we're from, I'm an American fried onions, salt, pepper, ketchup. I'm
the same way as you, Nick. I love the American fried onions. American wit is my way to go.
Yeah, definitely. Well, where we're from, there was no wit. There was no, and another fried onions, American provolone.
So, Nick, what I'm going to do here is I have a list of about 10 different ingredients, toppings, whatever you want to call them, condiments.
Okay.
And I'm going to run down them. And I want you to rank on a scale of 1 to 10 for each of these what makes you the most likely to be a serial killer in your future. You understand?
No, yeah. You got to explain this one to me.
All right.
Go ahead, real quick.
So basically the joke is that, when people do something odd, you might be a serial killer. You got to check your crawl space.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go down and you're going to rank 1 to 10, each of them, what you believe, how crazy each of these toppings is for a cheesesteak and how
Okay, now I
fucked up
understand.
it really is.
I understand.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Number 1 I have for you here, Nick. A lot of people love it. I don't like it on my cheesesteaks. Mayo.
Well, I can't say that I've never tried it or had it on my cheesesteak because I've had it on my cheesesteaks before. So I'll rate that one a 5.
A 5? That's a little higher than I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to go around the 2 or 3, but okay. This one's not too weird, but a lot of people, look at you like you got 5 heads when you do it. Ketchup. I don't find it weird. I think that's the most, common condiment that people use on their cheesesteak.
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
What do you think if you had to rank it 1 to 10? I don't think it's that weird.
Me neither. 1.
1, I agree. How about pickles, Nick? I've been hearing pickles as a hot topping on a lot of things these days between cheesesteaks and pizza, and I can't figure it out.
Say that again?
Pickles.
Wait. Go back to what you just said on pizza.
People like their pickles, Nick. Either on
Who
their
the fuck puts pickles on a pizza?
See, fucked up people. This is the point of the game, Nick. How fucked up is it for somebody to put pickles on a cheesesteak?
Well, yeah, that's a 10 too.
I mean,
but pickles on a pizza?
how many bodies do you think that guy's got in his crawl space if he has pickles?
I don't know. Yeah, he's got a lot. He definitely has a lot. I mean, pickles on a pizza. It's like when somebody tells me, "Would you like pineapples and ham?" Are you crazy?
All right, listen. I don't even want to. I don't even want to think about the pickle topic anymore.
Yeah, me
It's kinda
neither.
It's upsetting me. So.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm gonna bunch these next 2 together: sweet peppers and hot peppers. I don't find it that weird.
I don't find it that weird either. I'm really not that big of a sweet pepper fan as far as the vinegar pepper goes. I like hots, on mine. So
I'm a big fan of the chopped long hots on my cheesesteak.
I like them. Yeah. I'm gonna say 1.
So we're on the 1 there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. How about hot sauce?
Hot sauce.
Weird.
I like hot sauce on my man Phil Steaks down there in South Philly on 23rd and Passyunk. His hot sauce is amazing.
Yeah, real
amazing.
hot?
I love it. It's got a nice tang to it. His cheesesteak's phenomenal, and I put it on every single time I have a Phil's cheesesteak. That hot sauce is banging. So that's a 1 for me too.
Okay. And raw onions? Obviously, everybody loves the fried onions, but raw onions, do you find that weird?
No, I don't find raw onions weird, but the only reason why I would put raw onions on a cheesesteak would be if I ate a cheesesteak hoagie.
What's that? You would put them on a cheesesteak hoagie?
Yeah, I
that
would put
makes
them on a
sense.
cheesesteak.
So it's not that weird then. I know this one's a personal favorite of the fruit man. Mushrooms on a cheesesteak.
I love mushrooms on a cheesesteak too.
okay,
I'm a
so
one.
you're a
That's
one
a
there,
one.
yeah.
Definitely.
And then lastly, tomatoes. I think we'd agree that tomatoes with raw onions would be more so
Right.
for a cheesesteak hoagie.
Well, see, now I have a question here, and I'm gonna not that the cameras see the audience behind us at all, but I just want the audience to blurt out because there's a few older guys in the audience, and what do you guys think a real cheesesteak hoagie is? Like, I would say, see, my father-in-law. My father-in-law is a big, he's a South Philly guy, and his thing of a cheesesteak hoagie is, it's not pizza sauce with mozzarella cheese. It's a cheesesteak hoagie with chopped tomatoes, chopped onion, and lettuce.
I would agree. That's a cheesesteak hoagie.
I'm talking about a pizza steak.
A pizza steak's different than a cheesesteak.
No, I know that. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. I'm sorry. A pizza steak. His version of a pizza steak is chopped tomatoes with the cheese.
No. Pizza steak is the gravy with the
So
melted
what do
cheese.
my guys out there think?
So
With sauce, with pizza sauce.
yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. Now, Nick, before we get into, I want to talk a little bit about Nona's Pizza.
Oh, thank you.
Big
Yes.
step for you. But right before we get into that, we'll make our predictions on who we think wins this bracket pool.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
We'll make predictions on who we think wins the bracket pool.
Okay. So
Okay, give me your prediction, Nick.
on our bracket pool, who
Yeah.
the winner is
Yes.
on the bracket pool?
Who do you think will be the winner 2 weeks from now?
It's a shame that I have to say, but I think Angelo's is going to win.
Man, you see, I hate being the copycat, and I hate going with the flow. But yes, I have to agree with you. Angelo's.
But my
in
backup's
opinion, is the
Phil's.
best in the city.
My backup's Phil's.
Phil's is definitely in my top 5.
I'm just going to think because a lot of people haven't got out there to actually try the Phil's yet. But
If I couldn't put Angelo's at 1, I would go with Oh Brother down on 2nd and Market.
okay.
Really good cheesesteak.
You know what? Let's take a break for a couple minutes, and we'll be back with a few more topics
come back with
and a
Nona's
couple
Pizza.
guests and Nona's Pizza.
Perfect. Thanks.
What's up, everybody? We are back back, Bobby, and we have a guest star with us today, baby.
I mean, a star has to be the understatement of the year, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, listen, folks, wait till you have to hear what this guy has to say. I want you to say hello to everybody. This is Eddie, Fast Eddie.
Eddie, we need you to move up real close to this microphone here.
Get close, Eddie. Don't be afraid. It's not going to bite you.
Fast Eddie from West Philly.
That's it, baby. So this is what we're going to talk about, Eddie. Right off the bat, we're going to go with the State of the Union of the United States of America. I need your number one opinion on the State of the Union of what's going on right now in the United States of America.
I think this country's in very, very bad shape.
Is that right?
Very bad shape.
And now this is straight coming from a Vietnam vet, folks. A Vietnam vet.
The problem is this. It starts with the Federal Reserve.
Okay.
That's where it starts. A lot of people don't know that.
They don't tell them. Tell them.
Well, the Federal Reserve sets policies with the interest rates, with everything that's going on in this country.
Okay.
Now they're talking about raising rates. How are they going to raise rates when the inflation rate is 15%? They got to raise interest rates 15% to 20%, and this country's going to crash.
Is that right?
Just a matter of time before it crashes. I predict it's going to crash right at the end of September, maybe sooner. Going to have an 80, 90.
The Simpsons should hire you.
You're going to have an 80, 90% crash on the stock market.
Fix your headset. They're going to fall off.
And the stock market going to have at least 80, 90% crash.
Okay.
And the people are going to be dying on the streets.
Dying.
That's what's going to happen. Yes.
They ain't dying on the street now?
Well, they still have time.
All right.
To get
Eddie,
food, water, whatever they got to get.
Hold on. Bobby's got a question
Eddie,
for
let me
you.
ask you. So speaking of people dying on the streets, our president, Joe Biden, I've heard from people in the audience that you believe he actually is dead.
Yes. I think they got rid of him back in April last year, and this guy's a clone.
Wait,
He's a clone.
you think he's a clone?
Yeah, I think he's a clone.
All right.
Same way with Hillary Clinton. I think she's a clone.
They're cloned.
They're cloned.
So
Look at the way they walk and look at the way they talk. Look at the way they talk.
you hear that, Craigie? We need video of Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden next week because I want to see how the difference of the way they talk. You got to tell me, Eddie. You got to tell the audience how you think that these people are clones.
They showed you the video of Joe Biden as vice president. Does he look like a vice president to you?
Nah, what's a vice president look like?
From the time he was vice president, does he look the same?
Nah.
I can't remember one sentence from one sentence to the other. How's he going to run the country?
He's doing it now, right?
But look what he's doing. He's fucking up the whole country.
I know.
So look what happened in Afghanistan. Look what's happening there.
What's going on with this Russia-Ukraine thing?
What's going on there? The Russians are not doing anything. The media is
Blowing it up.
Nothing but blowing everything up. The Russian put everything. He wants a nuclear war. You don't want no nuclear war. And he thinks he's afraid of Biden. He thinks he's afraid of this fucking idiot.
I don't believe it.
He's an idiot. So how can you be afraid of this guy?
Eddie, let me ask you this. Because I do agree. But how could he be an idiot if he's not real? You said he's dead.
First of all, he wasn't elected. He was selected, whatever that was, because they mocked up the voting system.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe in some sort of secret society or something that is behind all this?
Not the secret society. They call it the mob. That's what they call them, the mob. Because they control all the money. The Rothschild, Rockefellers, the DuPonts.
That's the Illuminati, right?
They control all the money.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
But Trump came in, and he was going to get rid of all that. But he didn't have time for 4 years. But the military is behind Trump right now. Right now. They don't want to take over the country because they're afraid of a civil war. Because half of the military is with him, and the other half is not.
Okay.
So they don't want to get involved in the civil war.
Right.
As soon as the people of this country wake up to what's going on, and revolt against Biden and the Democrats, then things will change.
Okay.
Not until then.
Okay.
The people have to wake up.
So you hear this, audience? We need people to comment on Eddie's, things that we're talking about right now. I'm just giving viewers and listeners what to make, so they could come on and comment so we could come back and review.
You saw what happened in Canada. right? With the truckers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Well, you were a truck driver, right?
I drove a truck for 40 years.
There you go.
In and out of the whole United States I drove. The people have to wake up in this country. They're buried in the sand. They don't know what's going on.
Okay.
They have no idea. Now look what's going on in Canada. They want to arrest all the truck drivers. They want to take all their money. They want to confiscate all the wealth. All the money goes to the top, and the poor people goes to the bottom.
That's it.
And they become slaves.
Right.
They're doing it right now. What the Federal Reserve right now, what they're doing is they're inflating the system with phony money.
Phony money. Printing it,
They're
yeah.
printing money. It's phony money.
Okay.
So they're inflating. What's going to happen? The rich people are going to get more richer, and the poor people
There you go.
And the poor people get down the drain.
Now, speaking of money, now, according to a lot of people when they talk, and they listen to you, let's talk about the stock market here for a minute.
Go ahead.
So, give us your opinion on what you think and predictions of what people should do in the stock market and how to do it.
Okay, first of all,
Pay attention, everybody. Pay attention.
First of all, the market for the first 3, 4, 5 months going to go sky high. First of all, they're going to blow up the market.
Who is?
With the money printing.
Okay.
They're going to blow it up.
Okay.
But then once they can't do it no more,
Right.
people wise up, they're going to crash. I'm predicting 80% crash. Like the stock market, the Dow Jones is going to go to 45,000. That's 33,000 now. Going to go to 45,000. The S&P, it's 43 now. It's going to go to 6,000. The Nasdaq is like 33, going to go to 36. When they reach those points, that's when the time to jump out.
They get out of the market.
Get out.
That's
when
it.
they reach those points, get out.
So, what do you think the people should buy now?
Gold, silver, and crypto.
Cryptocurrency.
Crypto.
Okay.
Are you in the crypto market, Eddie?
Those are the things you should own.
Bobby just asked you something.
Eddie, are you in the crypto market?
No, I'm not.
No, but you think you should
But
buy
I'm
crypto?
planning on buying some.
Yeah,
I'm planning on buying
you better
Mara-
get in
Mara.
now.
I'm planning on buying Mara. As soon as they drop a little bit more, I should have jumped in last week when it was 19. I jumped about to 28, 29 in a week. So as soon as I get down enough, I might jump in and buy 3,000, 4,000.
Now, Eddie, what do you know about the NFTs? Do you know anything about NFTs?
NFTs, I own BBIG.
Oh, you own NFTs.
Yeah, which one of the NFTs? This stock going to go ballistic. Going to go ballistic because they're going to come out with a crypto, I think, within the next couple of weeks, 2, 3 weeks.
You heard it right here, baby, on Nickie's Pickies.
They have a called Tide.
Hold on. We got a viewer calling into the show.
We're
Hold
getting a
on
phone
one
call?
second. We got a phone call coming in. Hold on. Hello, this is Nickie's Pickies.
Nickie, how you doing, my man? How you doing?
How are you?
This is Joe Banana.
Joe Banana, how are you? You're live on Nickie's Pickies show today. What's going on, Joe? You have a question?
What's this guy's name? Eddie what?
We just call him Fast Eddie.
Fast Eddie's on the
This
show.
guy's the #1 bullshitter. How you guys listen to this guy? He's out of his mind.
Eddie, you hear this?
Eddie,
This guy's a #1 bullshitter. He does the woo woo.
He's one of the guys that got his head buried in the sand.
This guy that called on the phone's got his
He's
head
one of the-
buried in the
he's
sand.
Buried in the sand.
Listen, this
Eddie, but I need to be fair to our caller.
This guy-
he says that you don't have anything to back up your
listen,
claims.
This
Well,
guy was in Vietnam.
I don't need to back it up. All I
Listen,
have
this
to
guy-
do-
Hold on. I can't hear everybody. Go ahead, caller.
This
Go ahead.
guy, if this guy was in Vietnam, you know how much orange, red, shitty fucking smoked and drinked and all that shit they blew
None
out
of
his
it.
mind?
None of it.
Are you out of your
You
mind?
don't know. See, you bullshit because you don't know.
This guy,
I was there. You weren't. I was there. For
Where?
A year.
You were
In
a
Vietnam.
year?
A year in
What'd you
Vietnam.
do? Jump the fence? You
If-
doing that?
Well, no,
I was in
now
Vietnam.
he's interrupting me. My train of thought.
No, but we have to take callers. We have to take callers. This is part of the
Well,
show.
why take a call from a bullshit?
But
This
Eddie,
guy-
He said you're a number one bullshitter.
This guy made me broke in the stock market. I listened to this guy with the
No.
stocks.
No.
What stocks?
My man Patsy said. He said.
Patsy.
He said his whole family went broke.
This guy buys
Listen.
Iraq money. He buys Iraq money.
Yeah,
to keep
Bobby,
his
yeah.
money.
Who is it that called in?
He's out of his
What's
mind.
your
this guy.
name again, caller?
Tony Banana.
I'm
Yeah.
Joe Banana.
Joe Banana.
We need-
Joe
all right,
Banana.
listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nikki,
Where did you get this
hold
guy?
On,
This
tell,
guy's
tell,
out of his
tell Joey
mind.
Banana to hold on for a second.
Joe Banana, hold on for one second.
Now,
Don't hang
Nikki,
up.
Now,
Hold on.
Nikki.
Yeah.
I think we have to give Fast Eddie a chance to rebut everything that Joey Banana just called in and claimed that isn't true.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Give
rebut
Eddie-
it.
give
Yeah,
Eddie a second.
yeah, give Eddie a second.
All we have to do.
And stay on the line, Joe Banana, because I want you to hear this.
All they have
Okay,
to
I'm
do.
listening. I'm
You
listening.
tell this guy, you said that he's the number one bullshitter, and then now he's going to tell you how he feels. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to hear him.
All he has to do go look back at the history books, the history. When the market crashed in 1929, when the market crashed in 1972, when the market crashed in 1984, when the market crashed in 2000, when the market crashed in 2008, and now's the time to crash again. So where's my bullshit? Look at the record.
That's it.
And I
Is this guy's
understand,
name Eddie, listen up. In 1929, when the market crashed, everybody became a millionaire who had money.
How
Only
many,
the
how
poor
many people were out of work? About 30 million?
What people?
How many
That was
people were out of work?
That was fake shit. Because like this, they can start a war in 10
Listen,
years.
you're never
15
going to get your head out of the sand to keep
Nah,
talking like that.
I think that too much orange.
If there's
shit
any
is
other
a-
callers
is a
out
prank.
there, if people are listening, feel free to call 1-856-686-17.
Nicky Pickens, this guy's the number one bullshit.
Hold on, they won't even let me tell my phone number here, and I'm giving you the wrong one.
Nikki, you gotta cut people off.
Listen,
You
hold
can't go.
on. Wait, you got to relax. You're getting all excited over here. Listen, wait till we start talking about horses in a minute. Wait a minute.
Fast Daddy.
Listen, and any of the Nickies, Pickies, me or Bobby or
Repeat
anybody.
the number one more time, Nick. One more time.
One more time, 856-693-2366. Feel
Nicki.
free, call it in. Hold on, the phone is ringing again. The
Nicki.
phone is ringing again.
Nicki.
Hold on. Yeah,
This is Joe Banana again. Before I hang up,
Joe
Press the
Banana,
button.
hold on 1 second. I just want to, never mind. Go ahead.
I know this guy understands me.
Joe Banana's gone, guys.
No, Joe Banana is still here. Go ahead, Joe Banana.
No, we got a new
Questo è un
caller.
testa di cazzo questo qua. Questa persona, come lo chiami? Fast Daddy, un testa di cazzo. Chi se non capisce un cazzo.
You don't
What's
go
this
vision
guy
no gats, he
speaking?
said.
Okay,
this guy?
I gotta go because
It is the same guy with a different accent.
I gotta
That's
go.
him,
I
Joe
gotta
Bananas,
go.
yeah.
I'll see you later. I'll call you,
Different
I'll
guy
call
with
you
the
next
same
week.
accent.
All right, Joe.
I'll
I
call
think-
you next week.
I
Joe
think-
Ciao,
Banana, I'll call
buddy.
you next week.
Ciao.
Ciao,
I gotta tell you,
Joe Banana, go get
So
some
wait, hold
bananas.
on now. We got another guy on the line
I
here.
think Joe Bananas is jerking us off.
I think he's, hold on. We got another guy on the line now. Hi, caller.
got?
How are you? Please state your name.
Vince.
Yes, who's this?
Vince.
Vince, how are you, Vince? You have a
I'm
question?
good.
Who do you have a question for?
Well, I got a question for you.
Me?
Where you get your desk? I just seen that guy working in the cashier as a Wawa. What does he know about that stuff?
A cashier in a Wawa. You just saw this guy a cashier in a
Are
Wawa.
you fucking crazy?
This guy, cashier in a Wawa. Are you crazy? This guy's on. Listen to me. This guy's on Squawk of the Street every day, 9
Nick,
o'clock.
Nick, let me
Well,
take
go
over
ahead,
for the
Bobby.
caller
Go-
real quick.
go ahead.
Listen, Vince, I really don't think that he's been working at the Wawa. But you know what? More recently, when you go into the Wawas, you see the older generation, the older crowd. Wawa supplying these people with a day-to-day job to do, give their life meaning. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so I don't think Vinny saw Fast Eddie in Wawa. I think he saw Fast Eddie look-alike.
He might have. Yes,
No,
definitely.
I worked horses. I worked as a truck driver, and a lot of different jobs I worked, but I never worked at the Wawa.
Never.
Never worked at the Wawa, Vince. Is Vince still on the line with us?
No, Vince hung up.
He hung
Vince
up
hung
on
up.
us.
Because he doesn't think that he definitely thinks he. Hold on, we got another caller coming in. Hold on. Hello, caller. You're on the Nicky's Pickies show. Would you have a question?
Well, here's the thing.
You guys
My
got
name-
me fucking
my name's
sweating.
Tony.
over
Who's
here.
this? Wait, you got this guy all worked up. Can you
got me
please?
sweating over
My
here.
name, hold on.
Can you
My
please state your name,
Can you
please?
please
My-
give
my
me a
name's
towel?
Tony
I need a
Knuckles.
towel.
Tony Knuckles. How are you, Tony Knuckles? Hold on 1 second, Tony Knuckles. I need somebody to do me a very big favor. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. What do you
I
want to
happen to
drink, Eddie?
sweat.
I got to give you
I
something
need
to
a
drink.
towel. I'm sweating.
What do you
Eddie's
want to
sweating.
drink? Let me give you a
hold
drink.
on.
Gin and
Now, Nick,
tonic.
Gin and tonic. Can you somebody get him a gin and tonic, please?
So-
Go ahead, Tony
So
Knuckles.
I happen to be a very good friend of Fast Eddie's,
Okay.
and
Now you're talking
he's
my
one of the
language.
best. He's one of the best horse handicappers I ever met in my life.
We just hit one the other day.
He is, huh?
One of
And
the
he gave
best
me a
ever.
$12 horse. He gave me a $12 horse,
And
and he gave me a lot of good penny stocks. And I made a lot of money with Fast Eddie. And I just wanted to call and say hello. And,
Now you're telling the truth.
all right. Thank you,
have
Tony
a nice
Knuckles.
day. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
There's a guy I don't know from Apples. He's telling the truth.
See? Well, how do you don't know him from apples when he just said that you gave him horse
He
bets?
knows that I.
Are you cracking up or
He
what?
knows that I gave stocks. So
Oh,
I know
that's
I give
what it-
stocks to somebody.
Oh,
So
all right,
Eddie,
all right.
Eddie, I just need you to finish up and tell me this one last thing before you can hop off and we can finish up the show. I gotta ask you one more question, okay? So you're telling me if I walk into the Wawa down the street, you're telling me you won't be there working? You swear?
No,
You
not
swear?
unless somebody that a clone like me.
What do you mean? They cloned Hillary Clinton and Joe
I
Biden.
never know.
Why can't they clone
Wait,
you?
Nick, ain't that something, Nick? So now on the line we have Hillary Clinton cloned, Joe Biden
Uh-oh,
cloned.
I got another
Fast
call
Eddie
coming in.
Cloned.
What?
Answer it. Answer it.
Who's coming in?
Hello, this is Nicky from Nicky's Pickies.
Hey, Nick, it's Brad with Co-Construct. How are you today?
How are you, Brad? Brad, I'm in the middle of something right now. Is it possible that we could call back?
I can give you a call back. I can call you back. Can I call you back Monday?
Yeah, sure. That's fine, buddy. Thank
We gotta
you.
wait till Monday for this conversation.
Yeah, for Brad. Yep. Thanks, Brad.
See you, Brad.
That's beautiful. I love it. All right, listen up. All right, Eddie, being that this is also a handicapping show here, I want to ask you, you have the Kentucky Derby coming up. Now, you know horses because you own horses.
I haven't heard any good 3-year-olds yet.
None.
I haven't
So you
heard
don't
any.
have a prediction
Not for another. Not till April. April.
So in
Okay.
April we're gonna have you back, Fast Eddie.
You don't mind. You don't mind coming back, do you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Did somebody get him his drink yet? The gin and tonic?
But we're going to talk about horses then.
We'll talk about horses then for the Derby. Yes.
Because I own
Yes.
horses, so I know a little bit about them.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah.
What else are we going to talk about?
Well, I got one more question for you, and then I have another special guest appearance before we wrap up the show, just to
Make
finish
sure
up.
everybody listens to Greg Manarino day and night, morning and night. He's the one that God knows what's going on in the stock market. He's the only guy I listen to.
Well, I want to listen to you.
But I listen to him. He gave me a lot of
Okay.
what's going on in the
Well, I
market.
want you to give my listeners and our viewers, me and Bobby's viewers, I want you to give them the Monday morning stock tip of the week, what they should buy and invest their money in Monday morning.
I'm not a what do you call investor guy.
Like that.
I'm not. I can give you my opinion.
Yeah, give them their opinion. Give them their opinion.
I can't go and say, hey, go buy this.
Here, look.
You got to make your own mind.
It's a nice gin and tonic for you. Look.
You got to make your
There
own
you
mind
go.
of what you're going to buy. You
Sip
can't-
it. Don't. You're getting nervous. Your blood pressure's going up. So, all right. So, is there any stock tip out there that you,
The
like
only-
a specific stock?
The only stock that I'm really heavy on is BBIG.
BBIG.
That's the only stock I'm heavy on.
It sounds like a
I'm heavy
Biggie Smalls stock.
on. I'm heavy on. It's $3 right now.
$3.
$3 a share.
That's it. $3.
$3 a share.
You know what $3 buys today?
It's $3 a
Don't
share.
buy $2.
Let me ask you something.
$3 a share.
$3 a share.
Does this BBIG stock get offered to you in your employee package at Wawa?
Yeah.
Well, why you keep bringing back Wawa?
I don't know. This guy said he saw you in a Wawa.
Eddie,
I only go to Wawa to get coffee once in a while.
Eddie, I just make jokes, but the
We just
callers,
make
the
jokes.
callers have
The callers have
accusations.
it.
The
thing.
guy must have something. on
Again, everybody, when you're logged on to the Nicky's Pickies YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell for every time that we come on YouTube, and you'll get notification. We're going to take a short break right here. Thank you, Eddie, for your time.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm sweating. Got a cough.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nicky's Pickies podcast. We had a special guest just pop in and say hello, my man Vincent Vito. Bobby, you got anything for Vince?
Hey, Vincent Vito, welcome to the show. I heard you just stopped in. Why do you look so wet, though, Vin?
Oh, these headphones. I mean, these fucking things are saturated.
Eddie.
Saturated with
fucking
what?
fast Eddie's fucking brain cooking and fucking sweat. What'd you do to the guy?
We didn't do nothing to him. We asked him a question. All of a sudden, he burned up.
It's
I
the
just-
Wawa hoagie juice.
Yeah.
That's it. You ever see Eddie in
Smells like
Wawa?
it fucking smells like onions.
Yeah.
Fucking headphones. But so I just want to thank you guys for having me on. I had to say hi to Nick and Bobby here.
Welcome,
and
man.
I also want to say hello to Craig. He's behind the scenes and making all this happen. And good to be on the show.
Oh, it's great to have you.
Great to have you, Vin. Great to have. We always want Vin to always stop in because he's a regular here at the club, and you stop in all the time, drinking a little scotch. I see, having a good time.
Yeah, this shit here, Nick. I drink this like Kool-Aid.
I hear you.
It's what keeps you going throughout the day, right,
Yeah,
Vin?
this is real cute.
Were you up on any roofs today?
Nah, we won't.
What kind of scotch is that, Vin?
This here's a single malt, Glenlivet, single malt scotch.
Glenlivet, huh?
Yeah, this is,
This
is like drinking liquid Viagra.
Would you consider yourself part of the Scotch Club at the club?
Well, I'm not only a part of the club, I'm the president.
You're the proprietor.
Of the Scotch. Yeah,
Yeah, you're the sole proprietor. I understand.
I got, I'm one of the originators of
Nice.
single malt.
Nice,
I mean,
nice.
Nick will tell you that. I mean, slept over my house one night and we We
What
knocked
I-
off
whoa,
a
whoa,
whole-
whoa.
Tuned up some scotch.
Hold on.
Well, not like that, Bobby. Not like that. Not the same bed.
Whoa. You got to be careful with stuff like that.
Well, I didn't want him drinking and driving, so you know.
As long as somebody was on a couch and
Yeah,
somebody
yeah, he
was in
slept on the couch.
Okay, all right, good.
And I, you know.
Well, you know what? Listen, I don't really care. I have to bring this up real quick before we end the show. I remember a few years back when we were on our year Yankees trip, and we were drinking, we were having a good time and eating.
That's
we
an
were
understatement. That's an understatement.
We were in Il Cortel on Mulberry Street, and we were eating.
Yeah, so I'm down in the bathroom.
Yeah, tell
I'm
him,
taking
man.
a shit. Right? I'm down there taking a shit, and I'm just about done, and I hear the door open. Now, the bathroom's pretty small there. I hear the door open, and the voice comes in and goes, Vin, are you in there? I said, yeah, Nick. He goes, you better hurry the fuck up, because I'm coming through the door. So I'm pulling my pants up, and I just about open the door, and he come right through. Well,
Yeah, I almost shit my pants.
You didn't
Yeah.
almost shit your pants.
No, I almost shit my pants.
almost
There was
shit
a
his
little
pants.
buzz, but it did, yeah.
I mean, he almost cleared his O-ring. He
I think
just-
the old Cortel, the underwear's still behind the
He
toilet.
got so
Well,
close.
he had fresh underwear with him.
Oh, thank God.
I always bring a change of clothes.
Just in case?
Always bring a change of clothes to the Yankees game, because usually when we go, you know how hot it is.
Yeah, it's real cute.
So-
It was pretty cute there.
But listen, I want to give out the Facebook. It's at Nickie's Pickies. Instagram, same thing, at Nickie's Pickies. Twitter, at Nickie's Pickies. You have anything else
Just
you want to add,
keep
Bobby?
fo-
Well, I mean, that Eddie
thanks.
gave me a $12 horse the other day.
And it hit.
All due respect, Eddie. He's a pretty good handicapper,
All right. Well, Eddie's going to be back on the show sometime in April, and we're going to have the Kentucky Derby.
Try to
winner.
get Lou Amon on here.
Well, we'll
Try
get
to
a
get
call.
my good friend Lou Amon on here.
We'll get him a call.
It'd be a great addition.
Yeah, it would be.
Nick, we got
I'd
What you
love
have
to
on
see
your
Lou.
mind, Bobby?
we got a couple more things that we have to hit on before we let everybody go for the day.
Okay.
If you don't mind, let's go to the cheesesteak bracket. And
Okay,
let's just finish. Let's just quickly finish up this first round.
Okay.
And Vinny's leaving us for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, you could stay on, Ben, if you want. That's
Vin.
no problem.
Vin, stay for the rest of the
Just
show.
let
We'd
us
love to
talk
have
and
you.
keep your fucking mouth shut.
I appreciate it.
He can talk. He can butt in.
Thank you.
But back to the bracket, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Now, we got to run through about 9 matchups real quick. I know, we didn't want to budget together. We wanted to do it throughout the show. But Fast Eddie was a nice surprise.
Yes,
we didn't know
it
he
was.
was coming in.
Yes, it was.
And as everybody could see, he's a bit of a cuckoo bird, but he's an entertainer.
Yes.
He's
Good
a
Yes, he
joy to
is.
have.
Yes, he is.
He
Great
picks a
joy
good
to have.
horse.
But let's run through it real quick, Nick. I'll
All
give
right.
you a matchup, and you could send one back to me. I'll
Okay.
give you Larry's versus Gino's. Who do you got?
You're talking about Larry Belly Fillers on 54th Street?
Yeah.
I'll take
Terrible.
Larry's.
You like Larry's?
I'll take
Terrible.
Larry's.
Bad cheese.
So Larry's pulls the upset in the first round over Gino's, and then I give you Ishkabibbles versus Curly's, and you probably don't know either one.
No, I know Ishkabibbles down on South Street. I know that.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Ishkabibbles
He's got a good
cheesesteak.
cheesesteak.
That was one of my wife's favorite French fry
Right down
places
the
and stuff. So
Simpsons.
I'll take Ishkabibbles.
I'm with you, and I haven't had Curly's. That's why it's ranked so low. I don't know much about it, but everybody
I
brags
don't
about
think
it.
he has name recognition, Bobby.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Ishkabibbles through
Top
the door
flight. Top flight.
is
Okay.
heading to the next round.
Well, let me ask you now. So we
ahead.
got Sophie's versus Jim's. Now, is
Jim's-
this Jim's South Street?
It's
Jim's?
all the gyms.
All the
in
gyms.
my
Okay,
mind.
okay.
Jim's is running to the next round. Sophie's doesn't have a chance.
Okay.
But you have to fill the bracket.
You have to fill the bracket.
need some names
So
in
how about John's roast pork and Cleavers? Is that?
John's roast pork's hands down.
Listen, John's roast pork.
We're world champion.
The seeded roll is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's,
He's got the
it's a
pepper.
great
I-
cheesesteak.
I'll agree with
Great
you there.
roast pork sandwich as well. Cleavers, I've had it. A lot of people like it. I hated it. John's roast pork. Moving on.
All right, moving on. Go
You
ahead.
know what, Vinny? Let me ask you one. If you've ever had either of these, Charlie's or Charlie's roast pork, they make a great cheesesteak. Let me tell you. And Joe's Steaks and Soda. You ever have that down in?
Yes,
On
Joe's.
Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Joe's outstanding.
Very good.
Phenomenal.
cheesesteak.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
So if I had to give you one or the other, who you send in the
I
next
go to
round?
Joe's.
Joe's Steaks and Soda.
Now, am
Number
I
one.
wrong? Was Joe's the old Chinks?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he had
correct.
to change the name.
Yes, yeah, I
He had to
remember
change
that.
the
I
name.
remember
Yep.
that. Yeah.
He had a problem here.
Okay.
So I'll get one back to you now, Nick. We have
Okay.
Sonny's right on Market Street, up against Delco Steaks, a new Delco staple up on Westchester Pike.
Well, listen, I didn't have either. But
Nick,
being,
can I intervene?
yeah, sure.
I've had Sonny's and I've had Delco. Sonny's is amazing.
It is.
Amazing.
Okay.
And I've had Delco, and he's
Hit or
not.
miss?
Yeah, he's not
Back and
even
forth?
ranked. That
Yeah.
guy's not even ranked. If you're from Philadelphia, that guy is not even in the conversation. If you're used to an original Philadelphia cheesesteak.
All right, listen, I born and raised in Overbrook in West Philly. I moved to Delaware County, and I'm not going to just disrespect the Delco steak just because.
It's a good cheesesteak.
So,
I
you know,
think
I'll give him props.
It's a little hit or miss, but Sonny's is moving
I'm
on.
actually
I agree.
going to go out there, and I'm going to do a video in front of Delco Steaks, and I'll try the steaks out. Maybe me, Craigie, and you
Yeah.
will go up
We'll
there.
go live.
Yeah, we'll go live
Yeah.
from there, and something little on a TikTok or whatever. And
So I got another matchup for you, Nick.
Okay.
Number 27, Jimmy G's versus number 6 or 8. I can't read my handwriting. D'Alessandro's.
yeah, I
Now,
can't. I can't read the numbers. Too small for my eyes.
D'Alessandro's. I've never liked it. A lot of people brag about it, and
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it's only going downhill in new ownership. Would either of you guys like to elaborate? But
Never-
I've also heard
never
Jimmy
been there.
G's is not very good.
Jimmy G's is the one on Broad Street, up near
Yes,
Temple.
correct.
Okay. I've had both, and I believe that D'Alessandro's is back to the original owner again.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, don't hold me to it 100%, but I'm almost positive that they're back, and I would have to take a D'Alessandro's on that one.
D'Alessandro's is moving on to the next round. Well, we have 4 matchups left here, Nick, and we have Woodrow's, which is a new sandwich shop down on South Street. Very delicious cheesesteak with a different kind of cheese whiz. It's just phenomenal. Versus Cafe Carmela, which is also an up-and-coming place on the outskirts of Philadelphia. I'm gonna make the pick here, and I'm gonna go with Woodrow's.
Okay.
Have you ever had it?
I have had neither, no.
Yeah,
I've
check
had
it out.
neither.
The only thing I
really
saw
gotta try it
Woodrow's
out.
on a TikTok.
You really got to try it out. But
Yeah.
then moving on to one of my spots that I like to hit quick is Oregon Steaks against Tony Luke's.
Okay.
I would go with Oregon Steaks just because that's where I go a lot, and it's just quick and convenient. But a lot of people would like Tony Luke's. I'm going to give it up to you, Nick. What would you pick?
I'm going to go with Oregon Steaks because I know the owner, Losh. We've had many friendship dealings and so forth. Tony Luke's I've had. I'm not impressed.
overrated.
I'm going to take
He's hit or
Oregon.
miss.
I'm going to take Oregon Steaks.
Tony's hit or miss.
So we got 2 matchups left here, Nick. I've never had Max's. Have you?
Never.
And Chubby's, which is right across the street from D'Alessandro's, which is
Excellent.
a very underrated cheesesteak.
Yeah, excellent.
Great
Chubby's,
cheesesteak.
Chubby's got a serviceable cheesesteak. It was
do.
pretty solid cheesesteak.
Now, one thing that a lot of people don't know with that Chubby's is that the La Scala Fire owner is somewhat an owner of that Chubby's. So La Scala Fire also is a phenomenal place to go eat. And since he's involved in that, I'm going to take Chubby's.
And then one last one for you, Doc's Deli right in Lansdowne versus Phillips Steaks. And I think the answer is obvious here.
Phillips.
Phillips
Hands
Steaks
down.
is going to move on without a
Hands
doubt.
down, yes.
And, that'll wrap up our first round of the cheesesteak bracket. And before we wrap up the show, Nick, the one last thing I did want to ask you is tell us a little bit about Nona's Pizza. I know you got a big adventure going on with Nona's Pizza.
Thank you very much. Yes, this is a brand new adventure for. Thank you, appreciate it. We are in section 109, right across from the entrance of the soccer field, which is a really big plus. Nona's is something that me and my wife came up with. I've been in the pizzeria business my whole life, my family in the food business, and this is a very excellent experience for us. And I just want to thank a very dear friend of mine for helping us out in, and getting us where we need to be with Nona's right now. So hopefully in the next year to come or so, we'll have a freestanding place.
Very nice.
So I just want to say, I order a lot of food from Nick and his catering company. And his food is from Bowley's, his pizza. Food is amazing.
Thank you.
And it's an old world style food. Very
great
good.
stuff.
Appreciate
Great
that.
stuff.
Appreciate
and
that.
Nick, it looks like we're at the end. Nick, if you want
We
to
are
take us
now.
out, it was an awesome show
Right.
today.
Yes, it was. It was an awesome show. Nicky's Pickies, second episode, the Plunge weekend. Bobby, you have a great weekend down there in Seattle.
I
Stay
can't
safe.
wait.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Vinny, thank you for coming on again.
Saturday's
And
going to be a lot of drinks, buddy.
yes, enjoy
you.
yourself,
Thank you
Bobby.
very much.
It'll be a good
Stay
time.
tuned,
Thank you,
everybody,
Vin.
for next week, episode 3. Nicky's Pickies out.
Coming at you.